Welcome to Blade Talk with Scab and Joe.
Welcome to Blade Talk with your YouTube host, Joe Steele of the Steel Mindset, and Scab of Choir Boys Outdoors. Here we talk about blades, the people who bring them to us, and why we love them.
So sit back, relax, we got a really good show for you.
Let's welcome our hosts into the room. This is Blade Talk with Scab and Joe.
Here on Blade Talk and our corresponding channels, we recognize our U.S. veterans. For all their sacrifices and their struggles, our beloved veterans, you're always welcome and respected. Enjoy the show.
What's up, everybody? Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Is the music still playing? Hopefully it doesn't. All right, it starts up again. Hold on, let me get rid of that music before it drives you all nuts. All right, let's pause that there and get back to business. So, guys, welcome to my channel, The Steel Mindset, and also I am broadcasting on Choir Boys Outdoors at the same time. This is actually Blade Talk with Scab and Joe. I am coming in on a horizontal screen and a vertical screen, so I'm not sure everybody's going to be joining me in many different ways here, and I'm going broadcasting onto two channels, in vertical and in horizontal, for the simple purpose of representing myself and Scab, Joe and Scab, Blade Talk with Scab and Joe, representing both our channels, to take this opportunity to wish you guys, our followers, our subscribers, our members of our corresponding channels, a very, very happy and healthy Thanksgiving. I'm coming in with my DJI mic. I'm not using my cardioid mic, so let me know if you guys can hear me. Everything is okay. You hear me and see me okay. I think the audio is coming in. Yeah, it looks like the audio is coming in. So happy Thanksgiving, everybody. As you can see on the screen, you can tell it's from both of us, Scab and I. I had spoken to Scab a little earlier, and he says, we agreed that I would basically go on his channel as well. And he is sending his best wishes as well to all of his viewers that view him all year. He obviously, I know he doesn't have to say it, he's thankful for all of your support, all of your viewership, all of your membership, the Patreons, and all the support that you give him on even just taking the time to basically, and I can speak for myself as well, even guys just taking the time to comment, to like our videos, to spend time with our videos, and to also, after all of that, to also go in and comment and engage with us and ask questions and give your own opinions and insights. I mean, that is so much appreciated. And I genuinely think you guys enjoy doing so. So if you do, I welcome it, and we welcome it, and we appreciate you guys for being there and doing what you do and being with us on all of our videos, or at least most of our videos for the most part. So just that being said, and I will rehash it again for people who are coming in late. Excuse me if I'm kind of repeating myself over and over again. Again, my name is Joe Steele. This is Choir Boys Outdoors that you're watching. Scab sends his best. I am representing Scab on his channel and my channel as well. If you're not sub to either of us, sub to both of us. You know, spread the love, guys. Spread the love. So let's see who we have in the room. We have Hoggy in the room, Super Sap, Gene's in the room, TX Inferno's in the room, Dixie's in the room. Thank you for joining us, guys, on each channel. I see that a couple people joining us on the vertical format. I have to just keep keep myself framed up for the vertical because I have both going on at the same time right now. So if I'm not framed up, I apologize. Bacon, egg, and cheese. I would love a bacon, egg, and cheese. I'm dieting right now, but I miss my bacon, egg, and cheeses, man. It's probably afternoon time though. Now we're about 1 o'clock here in the New York area and Eastern Seaboard. If you're catching me on the Central or West Coast, it's a lot earlier for you guys. So, good morning, I guess. Good mid morning for you guys. We're basically just wishing everybody a happy Thanksgiving. It also happens to be Off-Grid Thursday. And Off-Grid Thursday is where basically I try to convey the brand or just spread the awareness for the brand of Off-Grid Knives. Yesterday was Work Tough Gear Wednesday, and I did a whole bunch of shorts. Obviously, Scab did some shorts, put out some videos for Work Tough Gear Wednesday. It is, and you can see the hat, and you can see from the screen, it is Off-Grid Thursday. This is also the I have Off-Grid stuff everywhere, man. This is the where is it? This is the cleaning cloth, which is upside down, that they give you. Is it backwards? I hope it's not backwards. This is the cleaning cloth that they give you. I have like a million of these things because they give it to you with all their knives. So I have these at all areas of my room and my home. I have those cleaning cloths to clean my lenses and clean my knives off and stuff like that. Not everything is made of pizza, but we definitely do have the best pizza here. I don't think anybody could argue that we do have the best pizza here. Happy Thanksgiving, Scab. Scab is in the room coming in from a vertical live as well. How does it look with the vertical, Scab? I'm trying to keep in mind that I have to keep myself framed on both, which is a little difficult to do sometimes. Happy Turkey Day to you guys. Happy Turkey Day, Dewey. Everybody that's joining us in the room, appreciate it. It does kind of look like that, an off-brand weed. I don't know why they did it that way, but it's always been that way. Even before, I know it's not really. It's supposed to be blades, guy. I think it's supposed to be like an anvil, possibly, and some blades all around it. But I can see where you're coming from as far as what it looks like. But they've had that brand well before the whole pot revolution, that everything went legal and everything is like that logo now and stuff like that. They've had it for quite a long time. But yes, it is Off-Grid Thursday, Scab. Thanks for bringing that up as well. I'm not going to make this a super long live, guys. Again, representing Blade Talk with Scab and Joe, representing myself, my channel, and Scab's channel, Quarry Boys Outdoors. I'm going to show you a couple of my favorite knives here from Off-Grid. I just love the fact that the same with Work Tough Gear is the fact that you're getting consistency. You're getting consistency in the heat tempering. You get a consistency, Joe, in how they build their knives. And you know that knife after knife after knife, they're going to perform. They're not going to break on you. You can treat them and use them all the same way. Obviously, some of them have different uses, but you can use them the same way and know that basically you're not going to be surprised if it makes that cut, or if it handles that chopping, or if it basically is going to be that knife that you can take with you camping, or if it can start a fire with a ferrocinian rod and you can get sparks. You're not going to get surprised because you're going to expect the fact that they are all consistent. That's what I like about both brands, is the fact that Work Tough Gear and Off-Grid Knives are both consistent in all the knives they put out. So you can be comfortable that whatever you decide to put your money towards is going to be a knife, depending on the use and what you need it for, is going to be a tool. It's going to be something that's not going to fail you. It's going to be something that they put their name on, and you know that it's something that you can take with you confidently on a weekend trip and know that this knife out of the box is going to cut for me, is going to last, and it's going to basically do what I need it to do. Oh, good that you could see the comments. Normally when you're live with me, you can't see the comments, but I guess you can see the comments. But Scab is in the room, guys. So any best wishes to Scab, you can basically give it to him here. Jumping jumping here. Okay, both sides. It's pretty interesting the fact that Streamyard, which I highly recommend. If you guys are content creators, I highly recommend Streamyard. The fact that you could do this streaming on both platforms at the same time, and it's going to be saved and replayed for replay on the vertical live and also the horizontal is pretty damn phenomenal. Let me actually go full screen here. Yeah, there you go. I think maybe you guys can see me a little bit better there because I'm going to show you some knives. Cold steel is another day. I think we're going to do some cold steel knives coming up. I'm not showing those today. We're going to show some off-grid knives today, but we are going to have some really amazing cold steel knives, especially some of the new buoys and some of the serrated edges that I'm going to try on the Voyager. The what the hell is it called, Scab? The freaking the Voyager knife. The serrated edges that I got. I don't know. I can't remember. Yeah, but there's a lot of cold steel knives coming in this way. All right. So some of the newest folder that basically just came out from Off Grid is the Rhino series, the Rhino Elite. They do have, let's see, the thing is with Off Grid, a lot of their knives are budget friendly. A lot of their folders and fixed blades are sub $100 or a little bit over $100. So they're giving you some really good bang for the buck. They do have, though, an elite series of folders that pretty much give you all top-fledged materials. But honestly, for what they're giving you, and this is like a little it's south of $300, a little south of $300. I think like $289 for what they're giving you in this knife. For that price, I think it's actually still getting a lot of value for their freaking money. Love the logo. I love basically the box and how they present this. So this is the Elite series of knives that just came out. This is the bronze gold or bronze finish type of Rhino. This is a 2018 version that they kind of just brought back and made it into an elite version of knives. And I've loved the Rhino for a long time. But this is a titanium. I'm sure you guys can see this okay. This is a titanium frame lock. Beautiful details. Look at how much jimping you have on the top there. Beautiful details and beautiful scale, beautiful texture on the scales of the titanium frame lock, a full titanium with the recessed T8 screws and a titanium belt clip. I mean, this is just top-notch stuff. I mean, look at the center of that point. Look how beautifully centered that point is. It's just so freaking well made. Taiwanese made knives. Just they do some amazing, amazing work with their folders. I mean, can you look at the fillers there? It's just absolutely beautiful. And the motion of this thing, oof, amazing. You can see it looks like a rhino. They kind of named it the Rhino because it looks like kind of like a rhino's back into the horn there. It looks like a rhino's profile. If it's standing sideways from you, that's why they named it that way. This also has CPM magnet cut is the steel, beautifully done PVD coating or DLC. I think it's a DLC coating on this. This does have thumb studs. Okay, new from Off Grid. You have thumb studs as an option. Look at all that jimping there, man. Best Tech makes a lot of no, this particular knife I think is Taiwanese, but maybe it is Best Tech. I'm not sure if Best Tech is carrying the torch for this knife. I think it might be a Taiwanese made knife, but I forgot about that. I got to check up on that. I'll let you know. But basically, whatever OEMs Off Grid uses does an amazing job basically making their folders. So if it's Best Tech in China, I mean, they do also one of my favorite knives is going to be the Scorpion, makes the Best Tech, made by Best Tech. And that's pretty much one of my favorite folders of all time. This is Best Tech in China. And they're masters as far as making their folders. I mean, this thing is basically this magnet cut is going on about a year now, this next month. And I haven't maintained it or sharpened it. I've done a lot of cutting with this thing, including the full reviews and all the shorts of cutting like rubber ties and stuff. And this thing is still going strong. So if it is Best Tech, I have no problem with it. If it is Taiwanese, then I have no problem with that either. But whatever they do use, their OEM is absolutely phenomenal. It's really not. It's really not. Taiwanese is really what makes all their fixed blades. But the thing is with Off Grid, I have total confidence in basically who they choose to use as far as an OEM of their knives, because whoever they choose to use has been extremely successful in keeping the quality consistent as far as what their folders and fixed blades. So I really have total confidence in basically who they decide to use with their OEMs. Carrie is very, very serious about what he does. He has a passion for knives the way we do, and he has to have his own seal of approval carrying it and doing whatever he needs to do with it. So I have total confidence in basically who he decides to use. So for me, where it's made, who it's made, doesn't really matter. I think it's more about the brand itself and the brand itself that stands behind whoever they use more than basically who's using it. So for me, it's about an off-grid knife. This is an Elite Series off-grid folder in the Magna Cut, in the titanium, well-made, encased ceramic ball bearings. It's just amazing motion, and it's just a really very, very well capable knife. Happy Thanksgiving, Michael Snyder. Thanks for coming in, buddy. AD10 3V Blackout is a beautiful knife. I have to get my hands on that one. I've been eyeing that for a little bit. There is a special edition in Midway USA going on right now with the AD10 and 3V and Blackout. That is a fantastic looking cold steel. I mean, listen, cold steel is tops for me. I love cold steel. But it's hard to narrow down what you like the best. If I had to say 3 brands that I really like the best, it would be War Tough Gear, off-grid knives, and cold steel. I mean, then you got tops and you got a lot of others. But if I had to pick 2-3 top brands at this point, and it may change next week, it would have to be cold steel is always up there, off-grid, and War Tough Gear. It has to be pretty much those 3 brands. Turkey carver, I have one here. The Sierra from Off-Grid, the Sierra cooking knife, okay, in Scanvic. Okay, look at how thin it is behind the edge. Very, very crazy sharp. This is a great turkey cover, man. Turkey carver, rather. Maybe not with like a 85-pound turkey, but if you have like a very manageable, like 25-pound turkey, and this is an Off-Grid knife, a kitchen knife, very, very capable knife. Sub $100, guys. It's not a Japanese professional cutting knife, but I gotta tell you, for sub $100, if you want a good kitchen knife that you want to break the bank with and have a couple of them all around and maybe take it when you want to barbecue in a Kydex sheet or something like that, this is my turkey carver for the season. In fact, I'm going to clean this up, and I am going to carve a ham with this, and maybe I'll actually do a short of it. But yeah, just to answer your question, Gene, this is my turkey carver, ham carver for Thanksgiving. Is the Sierra chef knife in the Sandvik steel from Off-Grid. Very comfortable, very, very insanely sharp. So that's actually one of the knives that I have to show you. And thank you, Gene, for giving me like a little segue into that, my friend. I appreciate that. Matthew, thanks for you coming in. No, I haven't, Matthew, but that's not really neither here or there. But thank you for basically contributing in your own little warped way. But no, it's a knife channel, but that's not what we do here. We talk about knives in terms of tools, in terms of camping, in terms of the normalcy, okay, basically in using knives and not the lunacy. So, but thank you for contributing. But no, that's not what we do, brother. And that's not what we do. All right. So, yes. Well, the thing is, guys, when we're doing verticals at the same time, you're going to get a lot of different people that are going to come into the room doing different things. I do have swords on my wall. If you notice, you have, let me see, the one in the middle is going to be the next sword I'm going to be reviewing and doing some testing on, and that is the Aquina from Romance of Men. It is the arming sword, and I'm going to be trying to do some cutting and demonstrating on that sword today. And the other swords kind of hanging up are the other ones from Romance of Men. You have the Dragon Whisperer, you have a couple of them, the Vanguard. So we're going to be getting into some sword reviews as well coming up. APOC makes some sweet swords, and they're also apocalyptic type of swords. They're more very simple, a little durable things, swords that you can kind of really push a little bit more to the limit, a little bit like kind of like the survival tools type of genre. And I do like APOC, and I do like the Jason Breeden line of APOC in terms of his survival knives and the designs and what he did. They got a lot of good people involved with APOC now. Cat Siberian is a big on my channel. We do get a lot of materials and knives and swords from Cat Siberia, as well as Scab from Quiet Boys Outdoors. and we do a lot of reviewing the Cat Siberia stuff. But I am a big fan of what APOC is doing and where APOC is going. Happy Thanksgiving, Lakeside. Appreciate you being here. If you're joining me on the vertical, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're joining me on a horizontal, a widescreen, welcome there as well. Thank you, D. Ludham, for coming in. Happy Thanksgiving. Zach Stuff, happy Thanksgiving, buddy. Appreciate you coming in here. I'm sure you're coming in on via of Scab from Quiet Boys Outdoors. I'm broadcasting on his channel as well on his behalf of Scab and Joe. Blade Talk with Scab and Joe on both our channels, and wishing everyone a happy Thanksgiving on behalf of Scab as well, which happens to be in his chat on his way to family's house and to spend a nice, peaceful, and happy Thanksgiving with his family as well. So I am talking on behalf of him as well on his channel, and thanking everybody for being here. This is a pocket fixed blade from Off Grid, and this is the sidekick. You can see it has some wear and tear on it because I did a full review on it, and I have been carrying this thing a whole lot, and I absolutely love the handle. This kind of reminds me of the Devil Horn new knife from Eric Outer that has the new Work Tough Gear knife. I believe it's called the Devil Horn, has the same type of handle. And I was actually discussing that with him today. And I just love this type of curvature of the handle. This is just a great everyday fixed blade type of thing that you can kind of really just tuck into your pocket. You notice I don't have a belt clip here. So this is kind of just tucks into my pocket and it's just ready to go. Sandvik steel, I've been very, very impressed with. Slick Knives also does Sandvik steel. And I have been very, very, very impressed with Sandvik in terms of the edge retention and how this thing really stays sharp. And what a great slicer this is. I love the geometric of this knife as well. It just does such a great job. The jimping, the handle, the solidity of it is just amazing. And I love that PVD coating, man. Even with all the abrasive stuff that I cut with it, I mean, that's just smudged from cutting, and I have to clean it off. But just no scratches, no deep scratches. It just, they stay pretty. They stay good looking because they don't have the deep scratches. And Scab can appreciate that with me because he's in the powder coating, and he knows basically he can appreciate with me of having a knife that has a great coating on it that doesn't look like a big old mess like a car crash when you use it a little bit. So that's why I appreciate Off Grid, because they have, for me, some of the absolute best methods of coating on the knives on the market, without a doubt. Like button on both our channels, guys. Subscribe to Quiet Boys Outdoors if you're not. And, of course, my channel if you can. Subscribe to both of us. Spread the love on Thanksgiving. We are thankful for you guys. Thank you for being here with us, as always. Another really great folder, guys, is going to be the Stinger XL. No, actually, this is the Stinger Rapid Fire version of the Stinger, which is the older version of the Stinger, not the new one. But the Rapid Fire is exactly what it is. It's a spring-assisted rapid fire. I mean, look at that blade. Look how nice and stout this thing is. This is, I believe, Cryo D2 on this knife, or is it CPM? Yeah, I believe it's Cryo D2 on this. Excellent, capable knife, really zippy. Now, even though it's spring-assisted, you can still open and close it with one knife. This is more just really incredibly quick deployment on the rapid fire. A lot of people love that rapid fire deployment, and that's what they want it for, because after you close it, you can kind of really, you get used to it over and over again. You can still close it with one hand. You don't need two hands. So it can still be a really good one-hand operation, even though it's spring assisted, because it's not so stiff where it's going to be a really hard knot to kind of close it up, and it won't accidentally fire or anything like that. It's just really good. So this is the rapid fire edition in the Stinger, and you also have the Viper. You have a couple different options there. I can show you a million knives here, guys, but I'm not going to make this like a 5-hour show. But yes, it is, the theme is Off Grid. Of course, you saw the Scorpion, which is a carbon fiber, titanium, all premium stuff, magnet cut, really zippy, and just wonderful freaking knife. I love it. Let's go into another fixed blade, guys. This, I believe, is the Tracker X3, the brand new Tracker X3 from Off Grid. Okay, this is the 5.5-inch version, the brand new Tracker. Now, the good thing about Off Grid, guys, is the fact that they're simple knives. They're not knives that are over embellished. They got a simple, basically honeycomb design, but enough to give you grip, but not too much where it's going to indent into your hands. It's just absolutely freaking perfect, geometric, excellent purchase on the handle. You see the thickness, Basically, it's just they're overbuilt. They're definitely overbuilt knives. They're all overbuilt knives, but overbuilt with a purpose and with a meaning behind it. They're not overbuilt like clown-like overbuilt. They're overbuilt basically to work and be very comfortable in the hand. I have never held a knife from Off-Grid in my hand, whether it be the Sidekick or this knife here, which is the Tracker X3, and not been absolutely comfortable where my hand kind of just melts into the handle. I mean, he's very, very big on giving you a very comfortable handle. And again, it's just a stonewash finish, gray stonewash finish, great PVD coating, great jimping where you need it. They just added the jimping on the Tracker 3. Gentle jimping exactly where you need it. You got enough where if you want to take a pinch grip and just do like basically some really tight work on it, it's a simple knife, guys, but it works. It's a simple look for the knife, but simple design, but so incredibly capable. I love all of their fixed blades in terms of doing any type of outdoor materials with it, and the edge retention is off the hook, absolutely crazy good on this Cryo D2. They got that shit completely dialed in. Scab can attest to it. On his channel, he's done a lot of off-grid folders. I actually sent him over the Tracker XXL, and he absolutely loves it. I even sent one to Kirk because he loved the Tracker as well. I sent them two of them, and they both just swear by basically the Tracker XXL in terms of the edge retention capability of it, and the fact that it's just a knife, and it's a knife that knifes. I mean, that's what Off-Grid does. They're knives that do knife things, and they do them well, and they do them reliably. I mean, that's basically what it is. Kydex sheet, they're all locking in place. Very good. You have the belt loop with the Velcro that you can take it in and out of your belt. So everything is well thought out, MOLLE compatible, paracord, all of the fun stuff that you need and want. Before I get to the other Tracker, Cleaver. Yes, I sent you the Cleaver, Gene. How's that Cleaver working out for it? Cleaver V3, the Cleaver folder is excellent. It is a really good little EDC. So capable, man, right? Simple and well executed is the pinnacle of their knives. Absolutely. I agree with you, my friend. This is the This is the Cayman. This used to be a folder, and people love the style of the blade so much that they said, let's make it into a fixed blade. And that's exactly what they did. This at one point was their biggest fixed blade. You know, really, it's a Bowie style clip. Okay. It's a Cayman, meaning like the Cayman alligator, like the type of profile. Thin behind the edge. This is not something that basically going to be wedging things open with it, but it's an excellent. But I did do a lot of edge point tests, and I got to tell you, it's not as weak as you think it is. It can definitely handle some abuse. And, it's not something basically you're going to wedge in and break the point, because you will break the point. You can break any point. And this is not that type of knife. This is more of a slasher, a penetrator type of thing. And it's just it's a fun knife. I always said it that basically if I wanted to have a knife this size that I can carry with me easy, that I wanted to scave off like a bear attack, I mean, I can definitely basically stab a bear in the face with this thing. Not to be violent on Thanksgiving, but this is definitely a defense against wild animals type of knife. It's that type of unsharpened swedge that can be great for penetrating and a great slasher. And again, the Cryo D2 is phenomenal. So this is a fun knife. I love this knife. I did some reviews on it. I did a lot of shorts on it. And this is the Cayman XXL. Happy Thanksgiving, NFK20. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you wishing everyone in the chat happy Thanksgiving. So guys, what are you thankful for? Let me know basically in the chat. The obvious things are going to be basically I would say your family, your children, your spouses, if you're still married. So, or if you like your wife, you could be thankful for her too. If you don't mention it, you talk about your kids. No, seriously. If it's about your kids, mention your kids. What are you thankful for, guys? Put it into the chat and let everybody engage with you as well. And don't say knives. I know it's a knife channel. We are all thankful about all the great knives in this community that they're producing these days. Is just really it's a golden age of knives in terms of a lot of brands, many different brands producing some really, really wonderful, wonderful products like Off-Grid, like Work Tough Gear, like Cold Steel, which has made a comeback. with Luke basically getting involved in calculated survival, which is the best move that Cold Steel could ever do, is get Luke involved, because he's a great fucking knife dude, and great on the camera and great at doing what he does on his channel. Very successful, and he's bringing that success over to Cold Steel, and he's changing the whole look and the feel of Cold Steel. And I think he's making the brand better, and I think he's putting his own suggestions in terms of making Cold Steel better. So, getting back to Off Grid. The biggest knife that they have right now is going to be, is this the biggest one? Yes, this is the kid. This is the XXL. All right, so this is the Tracker XXL. This is a 7.5-inch blade, and this is probably their biggest. No, not probably. This is their biggest blade. But you can see, again, it just follows the tradition of the Tracker series as far as being a very just comfortable, and the balance too, guys. The balance of these knives is outrageously good. I mean, you pull this thing in your hand, it's so well, it feels good. It feels like it's not too front heavy, not too middle heavy. It's just really kind of right in the middle there, guys. It's just absolutely that kind of knife that just extremely balanced and feels good. It feels good to wield, it feels good to chop, feels good to cut, feels good to do any type of thing altogether. So it's just that type of knife that's just simple in design and approach, but it's just a knife that you're going to rely on. And this is their biggest series in the Tracker XXL, and again in the Cryo D2, which is very, very reliable. And then, yeah, guys, because I never try to sell you knives. I just try to give you my experience as far as what brands I like. And you guys, ultimately, at the end of the day, on all my reviews, I'd say it all the time, well, I don't say it enough. You take my input as a grain of salt, and you decide on yourself if that knife, if the sword, if whatever blade or tool I'm showing you is right for you. I'm monetized on YouTube, obviously, but I don't have any paid sponsorships and make any monetary, anything monetary from these knife channels, knife companies that send me their knives. It's just about getting the sample, keeping the sample, and giving they basically commission me with a knife itself, just the knife itself, to give you my own opinion. So, but I like Off Grid. I like Off Grid because it is just a very simple design, but it's just something that it just works, and it's priced right. So this is about $97, I think. Oh, don't forget, guys, there is a Black Friday sale going on right now with Off Grid, 15% off. I believe it's BF15. I will put it into the chat if somebody could let me know in the chat. But I believe I just did a video not so long ago last week. I believe it's BF15 is the code you need to put in at checkout at worktoughgear.com in order to get 15% off of anything in the store. Whatever you put into your cart, you can get 15% off. So don't forget, Black Friday sale is going on right now. Since last week it started, since I did the last Thursday's video, but I believe it's BF15. So whatever you're looking to purchase from Off Grid, if you are looking to purchase anything from Off Grid, do it now, because you get automatically BF15, 15% off of your purchase, whatever you put into your cart. So this is the Tracker XXL. Highly recommended if you want a big knife, a big camp knife that's going to do the big knife things and also do the little knife things with ease. But that, and maybe just like a sidekick in terms of fixed blades, are two perfect knives that you can, kind of carry around with you and rely on. Let me show you one more folder, guys, and then we're going to start wrapping this up, because I know you got to spend some time with your families, and I don't want to take you away from your families and what you got to do on Thanksgiving Day, guys. This is the Viper V2. Scab also has one. He's done many shorts with it. Excellent torpedo or arrowhead type of tip. I love the piercing capability. Look at the spine. I just love how you have that beautiful reinforced tip, but just such a devastating point that it comes in. And look at that jimping there. I mean, just really, really comfortable. Very good lockup on this thing. Even though it's a liner lock, it's got a great lockup, great grippy and comfortable G10 handle. Off Grid makes knives from large hands to extra large hands to 2XL. I mean, they make knives for basically big hands to small hands. They really just do a great job in really giving you a knife for pretty much anybody that wants to hold one, Cayman XL is excellent. I'll show you that to you again. No, that's the Tracker. That is the Tracker. I'm breaking the whole world here. All right. This is the Cayman XL. Still available, I believe. I believe they still have it in stock. Again, 15% off if you guys are interested in getting it right now. That's going on right now. 15% off. I believe it's BF15 is the code. I don't have any more. Actually, what am I carrying right now? I'm carrying the blackout version of the Rhino in the Magnet Cut and the titanium. I've been carrying this thing kind of really every day. The bronze one that I showed you is more for show because I just don't want to use it because it's just too pretty of a freaking knife. I just love the color scheme of it and stuff. But even just with all the use, guys, look at the coating, man. Look at the coating. Coating doesn't have deep scratches, and I've used this a ton in terms of doing reviews and just doing everyday cutting with it. And this Magnet Cut is screaming freaking sharp still, screaming sharp. And I'm going to get back to you probably in about 6 months after I carry this, and we're going to do like a sharpening test and do another review on it to let you know how it's still holding up in terms of the engagement, the lockup. And we'll do like a 6-month checkup on this because I am going to be carrying this that long. And it goes right back into my pocket on Thanksgiving. Going back to the Viper, guys, the Viper V2, again, highly recommended. CPM 154. It's a 154 CPM CM steel. It's excellent edge retention on this too. Big fan of this steel as well. They just do a great job in the heat tempering of all their steels. They just do a phenomenal job in basically giving you a steel that's going to be reliable. I mean, I have this equivalent knife to this in a tan version that I did about 40 days, give or take about 40 days of straight cutting with this thing out of the box after I did a full review and did hard materials, steel belted tires, stabbing into tires, chopping wood, doing crazy shit with a sandblast hose for about 40 days straight, and the edge is still going strong. Not this knife, the tan knife that I had on about a 40-day use every day type of thing until I decided I just don't want to do it anymore. But at 40 days, it still has juice in the blade, in the edge, to be able to still be a good cutter. So the edge retention is excellent on this 154 CM. I can't recommend it enough. Firsthand, 40 days without sharpening or honing and still cutting like it was brand new. I mean, that's pretty freaking impressive, I got to say. Yes, thanks for putting the link of Off-Grid Knives. The link is BF15. Thank you, Gene. I much appreciate that. And I was right, BF15. I will put this on screen. BF15 is the code for 15% off for Black Friday sale going on right now for Off-Grid Knives. I love the Viper V2. If you want to just be extravagant and go with the Elite version, the Rhino Elite is awesome. I love all of their fixed blades, guys. Sub $100 with 15% off. I mean, it's a great fucking deal for these knives. I mean, I can't tell you how good, well-balanced, and beautiful these knives are to work with. I did full reviews on everything on my channel. If you're interested, go to Off-Grid Knives playlist on my channel. And also check out Quiet Boys Outdoors because he's done many Off-Grid Knives in his channel as well. And so we both share, he shares my passion with Off-Grid Knives, and he contributes also on Off-Grid Thursday, and I appreciate that, Scab. And as well as I try to contribute to Work Tough Gear Wednesdays because I love Work Tough Gear as well. So we have a lot of the same tastes in terms of, that's why we do Blade Talk together, guys, because I think we both, Scab and I, have a lot of the same tastes in terms of knives, in terms of what makes a quality knife, what works, what doesn't work. And we just really blend together. Other than him being a brother to me and a good friend, having met with him many times, and him and his family are fantastic. I love them all. But just in terms of taste in knives, our tastes really align very well. And we get along very well in terms of that, in terms of our blades and swords as well. I mean, he shares a little bit of my passion with swords because he does love swords as well. And once in a while, I'll show him a good beefy katana or European sword, and he gets a really big kick out of it. He loves it. So I am going to be meeting up with Scab hopefully this winter at some point, and we're going to be basically getting rejoined and reunited on some videos down south in Florida at some point. So I'm looking forward to when that happens at some point. We'll see when that is. Maybe we'll surprise you with it one day. Happy Thanksgiving, Lakeside. Again, I'm coming in at Quiet Boys Outdoors on vertical live and horizontal at the same time, as well as the Steel Mindset, which is my channel. And guys, if you're not sub to either of us, please throw a sub our way. We would highly appreciate it, and we are thankful for you on this Thanksgiving Day. So it is also Off-Grid Thursday, guys. Don't forget, Black Friday sale is going on right now. BF15, it's on the screen right over there. Again, I want to rehash what I started with in the beginning of this video. I wanted to wish everyone in the chat on my channel, The Steel Mindset, and Scab's channel, Quiet Boys Outdoors, a very, very happy and healthy Thanksgiving, a blessed one with your family, a peaceful one with your family. Please try to be nice to each other out there. It's a crazy freaking world. Let's think about what we are thankful for as Americans. We are all Americans from the same country, breathe the same American air, and basically plant our seeds and our plants in the same American soil, and grow our crops and grow our tomatoes and grow our trees. And we all do the same thing. A real weird way for me to tell you that we're all in the same boat. We're all in the same country. And I hope that we could all learn a way to get along and be good to each other and understand we're all in the same boat, and there's no sides in the matter when that goes. So let's all be thankful for whatever we have, and hopefully a better year next year coming in with less separation, more unity, and less divide. That's all I can pray for us on this Thanksgiving Day. Happy Turkey Day. Happy Thanksgiving to Quiet Boys Outdoors viewers. We, on behalf of Scab, I know he would want to send his thanks to all the viewership, all the people that view his videos, that subscribe to his videos, that like his videos, that share his videos, and of course, that are members on his channel and are members of his Patreon. Myself at the Steel Mindset, I am thankful for all of the same, including the membership, which my membership is called the Blade Addicts. His is called the Choir. We appreciate you guys on this Thanksgiving Day, along with the fact that we appreciate our families, and I appreciate my children. What do I appreciate this year, guys? I appreciate my kids. I mean, I'm thankful more than I could ever convey in words of my 3 wonderful children. I love them to absolute death. Thankful for their support in going through some very tough times, between myself and their mom, and all of the support and love that they have given to both of us throughout all of this. And I can't tell you how proud I am of them, and how much I appreciate having them in my life more than I could ever express, along with my own family, all the support that they have given me through my tough times. I never talk about my personal life, but I have been going through a really tough 10 years, and I can't appreciate enough the support that I've been getting from my family through all of these tough times. And I am thankful for my family, but most important, thankful in my life for my 3 kids, which I love more than I can ever convey in human language or any language whatsoever. I love them to death. My 3 kids, my 2 girls and my boy, love them to death. Happy Thanksgiving to them. We spent the day yesterday, and I'll see them this weekend, but I love them to death. So be thankful, guys, for all that you have and all that you don't have. Don't be envious. Just be thankful for everything that you do have in your life, and be good to each other. Happy Thanksgiving to Quiet Boys Outdoors, to the Choir, to the Blade Addicts and the Steel Mindset, to both our channels that I'm broadcasting with right now. Much love to each and every one of you, and have a wonderful, wonderful, peaceful, and great feast on Thanksgiving Day. To my West Coast, to my Central, and to my Eastern Coast people, much love to each and every one of you, and thank you for everything you do for us all year. We'll get together, obviously, for Christmas and New Year's as well. With Scab and I, we'll do it together. Much love to each and every one of you. Enjoy your birds, enjoy your feast, enjoy your stuffing and your cranberry dressing, and all of the fun stuff, the sweet potatoes, and all of the good food for Thanksgiving on this great, great American holiday, and great kickoff to the holiday season, because now what we're going to do is we're going to start putting this hat on here, because it is coming into the Christmas season. Tomorrow is Black Friday. So happy holidays, happy kickoff to the holiday season, guys. Merry Christmas to come. Happy Kwanzaa, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, happy freaking everything out there, man. And we actually, I took my mic off. Let me bring that mic back. So happy everything, guys. We love you. We are thankful for you. Great kickoff to the holiday season. Be good to each other and try to do something good for someone and be thankful for everything that we have. Much love to everybody and have a great, great day. We'll see you very soon. From Choir Boys Outdoors and from Scab and from myself, the Steel Mindset, Blade Talk with Scab and Joe, much love and thank you for being here. Ciao.